Hell hath no fury like a gay man scorned, and this is crap. I am pissed, y'all. I am so freaking upset about this. I cannot even stand it. We all know about the Tales of Remastered thing that they're doing for the next 2 years, or they were doing for 2 years, or whatever, and I was always looking forward to it. I'm a huge fan of the Tales series. I love Tales just as much as I like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest and Star Ocean and games like that. I think it's a fantastic franchise. I love it. Whenever they talked about remastering, I'm like, oh, well, they're going to go ahead and they're going to go back into the library. They're going to get games from the PS2 that we never got. They're going to go back and they're going to redo their classics. They're going to redo Abyss. You know, they're going to say, okay, well, Tales of Fantasia is the first Tales game. Let's redo that one. They're really going to do this up nicely. They didn't, and they're not, and I'm pissed. I'm freaking pissed, y'all. Like, okay, so the very first game that they announced that they were going to be remastering was Tales of Grace's F, which is already HD on the PS3. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of lazy or whatever, but it is what it is, you know, they have to start somewhere. And then the next one that they did was Tales of Xillia, and I'm like, okay, you know, it's Tales of Xillia, it's PS3, why aren't they bundling it with Xillia 2? I don't know, but whatever. Then, like a month or so later, they said, oh, guess what, we are going to be doing Xillia 2 as well. We're not bundling it, but we're doing Xillia 2 as well. And I'm like, oh gosh, like they're just doing all the PlayStation 3 games, which are already HD. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, okay, well, they've already finished up all the PlayStation 3 games. They've got to go back to the PS2 now. They've got to go back and maybe do Rebirth, maybe do Destiny 2, you know, maybe do something like that. Maybe do the Destiny remake. You know, maybe get some games here that we never got. Maybe the Triverse games, the games over on the DS. Maybe Hearts off the Vita. You know, maybe something like that. Maybe they'll redo Tempest and make it a good game. They've got to go back. They can't possibly do the PlayStation 4 games. Yeah. They are now doing Tales of Berseria Remastered. There's no point in this. Why are they remastering this? There's no freaking point. You can play this PS4 game on your PS5. There's no point. Why are they doing this? I don't get it. This is absolutely ridiculous, y'all. I am pissed. I am so pissed. So, you know, now we know that the next one that we're going to be getting is obviously going to be Zestiria, which again, why? Nobody really liked Zestiria because God forbid they go back to the PS2 or the DS or the PS1. Like, what is this? What is going on here? I am so upset about this. I don't mean to come on here and just rant about this, but like I said, I love the Tales games. I love them, and I want them to be exposed to a larger audience. I want these games that have been trapped back on the PlayStation 1 or trapped over in Japan. I want them to come out to the West. I want people to see what I fell in love with. I want them to see Eternia in HD, or Abyss in HD, or even Legendia. I'll take something, but why are we getting PS3 games and now PS4 games? Like, what? PS4 games? Again, there's no point. The PS5 is backwards compatible with the PS4. This is absolutely ridiculous. If you haven't heard, it's going to be coming out on February the 27th of next year for the PS5, the Xbox, the Switch, and the PC. And it's just, again, like, why? Like, I was the biggest, most ardent supporter of the Tales series, of them doing these remasters. I was like, this is fantastic news. This is great news. But the entire thing has just been nothing but a letdown from the start. It really has. It's been a complete and total letdown. It has been like the most lazy thing I have ever seen in my entire life. You guys know, normally I don't come on here and, you know, whine, bitch, moan, and complain, and that's really not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to say that they are being extraordinarily lazy with this series. You know, number one, it's just like they're taking the games that are pretty much already remastered, like there's not much work to be doing, and then they're remastering them, especially Berseria. Like, come on. Like, this is unfreaking believable. And I like Berseria. I think it's one of the better games in the series. It like turns it on its head, you know? You're playing like an anti-hero, you know? You're playing Velvet, who's out for revenge and destruction and murder and death and things like that. And it's just kind of like, okay, like I like the game. Am I going to buy this remaster? No. because I can literally pop my PS4 game straight into my PS5 and play it. There was no reason whatsoever for me to buy this. This is unbelievable. And then Namco Bandai is going to look at this and they're going to say, oh, well, nobody's buying Berseria. Obviously, nobody wants Tales games. And it's just like, no, we do want Tales games. We do. But we want the games that we never got. We want Rebirth. We want Innocence. We want Tempest. We want Destiny 2. We want Destiny R. These are the games that we want. We want those games, but we also want the games that are pretty much like unplayable now on a high definition screen that, you know, you don't have to haul out the CRT TV to play. You know, we want to be able to play Abyss and Legendia and Fantasia and Eternia. We want to be able to play those games on a regular TV set. You know, that's all we want, folks. That's what we want. We don't want the same game, the same experience. Like, there's no point. There's no reason for it. It's unbelievable. And I'm so upset about this, y'all. I'm so upset about this. I had high hopes with this entire remaster project. I thought that it was going to be great. I was like, okay, this is the time. This is the one opportunity that we have. The one opportunity for Namco Bandai to come on in and say, okay, we can get these games out of Japan. Okay, we can really go back and we can look at these older games and we can bring them forth to a modern audience. This is our one opportunity to do this. And they squandered that opportunity. They really destroyed this opportunity, and they have lost my good faith in this. This is just absolutely terrible, and I can't believe what is going on. And I know in my heart of hearts that I cannot be the only person who feels this way. I could have easily came on and be like, hey y'all, this is great, look at this, we're getting Tales of Berseria. I could easily done that, but no, I'm always honest with y'all, and I always give my honest feedback and honest opinions about this, and honestly, I'm pissed. But now I want to hear from y'all, what do you think about this? Like, are you excited about Berseria? Like, if you've never played the game, you know, obviously now is the time to play it, obviously, but I feel like most of y'all have played it, and not that, you know, long ago either. It just seems so stupid. It just, like, sorry, it just seems so stupid to do this. I don't get it. I don't get what is going through their heads. Talk to me about this in the comments, y'all. And as always, have a good day.